Hey everyone, happy Gay Pride Month. Today is June 1st. I'm wearing, I wouldn't say rainbow, but it's tie-dye and it's colorful, just like Gay Pride. So basically today, I'm going to be explaining what Gay Pride is and telling you guys my story. So what is Gay Pride and what exactly are we remembering today? Well, actually the whole month. So the month of June has always been celebrated as Gay Pride Month. And it's basically a month where everyone around the world that is accepting of it has parades and events and picnics and concerts and everything you could think of. What we are remembering is June 28th, 1969. That was the Stonewall riots. That was the start of the gay community and the gay advocates. Stonewall riots, if you guys didn't know what it was before, one day in Manhattan, New York, us gays fought back, and the Stonewall riots is named after the Stonewall Inn, which was a gay bar, and it was like undercover gay bar because back in obviously 1969 it was nowhere near accepted. Police officers used to come in this bar and raid it. They'd come in, they would harass, abuse, they would physically harm and yell at all the gay people, all the transsexual people, all the lesbians to get out of the bar. They would raid it and do terrible things. And on an early morning of June 28th, 1969, we fought back. And that was the start of everything. Gay people from all over came out. There was a riot. Cops should not be able to do that kind of stuff. They shouldn't be abusing their powers. They shouldn't be abusing people for being gay, raiding people for being gay. It was probably one of the most violent riots. You guys can look it up. I will put some links in the description on what the Stonewall riots was, and it's very intense. I really highly suggest you guys go over and check in the description and go to all these links. It started with that day we were celebrating it because that's when we fought back, but through time we just celebrated it the whole month. Why not? So what do? We have events, we have parades. I just so happened to be going to Pittsburgh Pride 2015 this year. I went in 2012 and it was probably one of the most amazing things I've experienced. We want to show people who we are and that we want to love too, and that we are still here, we are still listening, and we still want to fight for all of our rights that we all deserve. It's a fun time, and I think everybody from the LGBT community and even straight allies, if you're straight and you support us too, I think you should genuinely go out and experience it for yourself. It's something that you should experience in your lifetime. So with that being said, let's move on to my story and how I came about. Come 5th grade, oh my gosh. Well, I had, let's just say, the biggest crush in the world on a girl, and she knew that. Well, eventually through the years she knew that because I told her. 5th grade was when I really noticed that I was attracted to girls, especially this one girl. We actually got to hanging out more and stuff like that, but I never wanted to make it awkward. Guys, I would walk to this girl's house. Like, she lives way up there, and I would walk with my friends to this house, and it was always with my two friends because I was like too scared to be just me and her because I knew how I felt deep down inside, and I don't know, I felt nervous and awkward, so I always had to be with other people. I could never be just alone with her. But after I started telling her what was up, she didn't talk to me as much and stuff like that. But that's where it all started. Basically, I came out in middle school. I actually was like, well, I'm feeling all these feelings. I think I might be bisexual because I used to date guys all the time. I was confused for a while, and one guy I told, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write it down on a note in class and I'm gonna give it to him after class in the hallway. I wrote down, hey, I think I'm bisexual. And I swear I wish I had that note still to this day because it would be so funny to me. I did not even spell bisexual right. I think I spelled it with a K. That's embarrassing. I thought I trusted this guy, but being middle school, we're immature. What do you know? He tells all his guy friends. And by the end of that day, about 10 other people knew as I was getting on the bus to go home that end of that school day. And I was the first person to really come out at Baldwin High School. I was that person everybody looked up to as the lesbian, but also that people liked to make fun of. I didn't get bullied too much, sometimes over social media, but that's just because I stood up for what I believed in and people were too ignorant to know that, and they just thought it was humorous and funny and something to fuck around with, but it's really not. Come early high school, I start telling more people, a lot more people, all my friends, and then the whole school found out. And that was that. You lose friends when you do it, but you know what? It's good in the end, because really though, you find out who your true friends were the whole time and who was gonna accept you and who was gonna still be there in the end, and I found out who my true friends were. So that's one of the good sides of telling people. While I was still in high school, the age of 14 years old, so we went to Steak and Shake, a local burger place that I went with my mom and my dad, and I was just sitting there thinking, and I had a girlfriend at the time of 2 years, and I was just a wave came over me. I was struggling with it for a very, very long time. So all my friends knew, but I was having a very, very hard time telling my parents, just because they were the closest to me and I didn't want to be like disgusting to them or something. I don't know, I was hiding it for so long, and I was like, you know what, screw this, I cannot wait anymore, I'm just gonna stop hiding, I need to just live my life. So I wrote in a text, I didn't send it to her, but I wrote in a text, I typed it out, and my dad was out having a cigarette at the time. We were just finishing up eating, and I showed her the sentence on my phone. It said, you know Brooke? And my mom's like, yeah, and I was like, well, I'm dating her. You should have seen her face. She looked at me and she's like, what do you mean you're dating her? And I wrote, I'm bi. I came out to her as bisexual because I was still confused. She could barely finish her meal. Her face turned beet red. She looked at me and she's like, that's gross. I don't want you seeing her anymore. I just was crying in the restaurant, and my dad came back in and we got ready and we left, and on the car ride home, I cannot explain the dead silence that was in the car. And I was just sobbing and sobbing. She looks at him and she goes, well, Sarah's bisexual. And she said it like that. She's like, Sarah's bi. And there was a silence, and my dad goes, well, we love you either way. We still love you. And he was telling me he accepts me. I accept you either way. I went home, and knowing my mom still wasn't that accepting of it, I ran to the bathroom and I was on the floor just crying so loud and saying like, she doesn't love me anymore. And eventually I came out of the bathroom because they told me to, and we talked. And I talked to my mom for a long time that night. To be honest, it took a good month or month and a half of talking to her personally. It took a while for me to really explain to her what I was feeling and who I was. Eventually later I came out as a lesbian because I'm not bisexual. I've dated guys before, and I actually dated a guy for 10 months, and I mean, I dated him and he was a very, very nice guy. I just wasn't attracted in that way. To all of you, I just want you to know that communication is key to every relationship, whether it's a friendship, a couple relationship where you guys are partners, or a relationship in your family. Those talks, those long talks, they paid off. They really did, because now not only are they overly accepting, they are for gay rights, gay marriage. Even better, my mom is coming to Pride this year, and they've been accepting of it for years now. And I could not be more thankful for that. And I think you guys should take that risk and communicate. You should stress to them, because I stressed to my mom several times. I did not wake up one morning and just decide and say, oh, I woke up, okay, wait, I think I'm gonna be attracted to boys today. It doesn't work like that. You should be able to tell people about it. You should be able to walk hand in hand down the street with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Gay stickers on your car and not have anyone vandalize it or call you names or homophobic slurs out their windows, because it's none of their business to tell you who you should be attracted to and who you shouldn't be attracted to. You have to be strong within yourself first, make sure you're sure, and then go out and tell the world. Then go be free. Because you're not going to be more comfortable than when you're comfortable with yourself. Because then when you're comfortable with yourself, then you can go out and do anything you want to do. It's a process that really does make you strong. It makes you into a stronger human being. And I can't even stress to you how many nights I was crying on the floor, or just crying because I didn't know who I was. Crying in the shower because I was so confused. How was I going to tell people? Like, how are they gonna react? Be who you are and be who you want to be. And don't be afraid to flaunt it. Don't be afraid to tell people about it, and don't be afraid of who you are, because you shouldn't be afraid of who you are. There's millions of people out there who love you. Go out, June, go to the pride parades, go with friends, celebrate it in your own home if you want to. Come to my YouTube channel, we'll celebrate it together. I will film it all. I will catch as many moments of pride as I can, just like you guys are right there with me. And can't even choke up. When I was figuring myself out, I didn't think anybody else was like me. Didn't feel accepted because of people at school. So I would look up YouTube videos. I came to YouTube, and that's basically why I started making YouTube videos, because I wanted to share my experiences and share my life with other people to show them they're not alone either. Because what I did when I felt like I was alone, I went to the internet and I looked up videos of pride parades and pride events where thousands of people were all together just marching and chanting and saying they love who they love, and that's what made me feel better, and that's what made me comfortable. Why not do what I felt comforting for all of you guys? Celebrate this 2015 June Pride with all of your might. Go out to the pride parades and just be who you are, and why not just come out? Because you know what, you don't want to waste your life away hiding anymore. You really don't. And I know it's gonna be hard. It really is, but through it all, you're gonna know who was really there for you in the end. You're gonna feel so much stronger. We are a strong community. We are so strong. We have so much to fight for, so much to stand up for. We're not gonna get broken. No one can break us. So whether you come out and everybody that's close to you doesn't like you anymore, we still do. You could still come talk to us, because we understand, and there's other millions of people who understand.
Hi guys, I'm just Stop! Shut up! Oh my god! Hi guys, Hi guys, I'm Justina. Sarah and I have been best friends for 18 years, and although she has came out to me, I've never held her accountable for that. She's still a great person, fun, awesome, and for Gay Pride, basically, just be who you are. Don't let anybody else tell you who to be, and always never forget to do what makes you happy. Happy Pride 2015!
Good morning, everyone. I'm making this video for Sarah for her Pride video. When Sarah first came out to me, I've known her for 18 years. She came out to me I was in 7th grade. She told me on the bus. It was kind of funny, but when I first thought about it, I was like, oh, okay. And I asked her why, and then she explained it. I was like, okay, I'm not someone who judges, it's not fair for me to judge. And through the years, I've grown to love her. I've grown to love her through the craziness, and I've learned to help her and accept her and give her support, because really in this world, that's all you can do. But anyway, guys, have a happy Pride 2015 from Greg's Toy Chest and everyone here in my house. Alright, guys, bye.
I just want to let everybody know this is going to be my first year at Gay Pride. I'm excited and looking forward to it. Got my shirt ordered. Sarah came out to me when she was 14. We were sitting at Steak and Shake, and she told me, and I was kind of shocked, upset, didn't know what to think. Had our little talk after. What are you gonna do? That's my daughter, and I love her, and I accept whoever she is. Want her to be comfortable and do what she wants to do and be with whoever she wants to be and be happy. That's the only thing that's important. I know it's kind of scary if you want to come out and you're afraid. I can imagine how you feel. With my kind of reaction, I think Sarah was a little upset. But you know what? It's better. Talk through it. Work it out. And remember, it's you that want you feel good. You feel and you do what you want to do. Just excited about Gay Pride going, and everybody have a good time and be safe. Don't have no fights.
Yeah.
Everybody would get along. People got to forget about that stuff. Be who you want to be. You were born that way. So, happy Pride 2015. Yeehaw!
First time we knew Sarah was gay at Sheets. I mean, not Sheets. Start over. Just start over. I am Sarah's dad, and when my daughter was 14 years old, we were at Steak and Shake restaurant. She first told us she was gay. I was a little bit shocked. And when we get in the car, after we talked a little bit, we get in the car, and I also told her there, I accept her just the way she is. She's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful person. They deserve the same freedom, liberties, everything that we have. Whether heterosexual or homosexual, everybody deserves the same under the banner of America. There's no doubt about it. I'm glad in the last 2-3 years they're saying on the news prejudice against gays is dropping dramatically because we have gay people in our family who we really love and want the best for them. And I'm glad there's all these states now that are able to marry gay. That's absolutely fantastic. I wish the best for my daughter. If people are still in a closet and that, well, you know, and it's too tough. You know who your families are, where you work, if it's worth it yet. But thank God for the people that came before you many years. Stonewall Riot and things like that chipped away at it a long time ago until now. Okay? That made the path for you people, especially you kids, to come out. That's why it's also that wall prejudice is coming down. Have a good gay parade. Happy Pride 2015. We love y'all, especially my daughter. Bye.
Happy Pride 2015.
Woo! I have pummeled to the ground in excitement. There's a difference. I'm buying it.